Morning. Today is the 27th of July and this is part 4 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around Festival of the Unexceptional 2024. I do apologize in advance if I fall over, if I get things wrong, if I get interrupted by announcements or anything else. I'm afraid it's just the way that it goes on this channel. The clue is in the title of the video. So here we have a couple of Favorite estates. They're not called Formans in this country, they were called Favorite estates. Both of them on a K, 1992, 1993. Yes, I know NC but have not had one. Viewers, know to type that in the comments. Very nice alloy wheels on this one, particular one actually. Favorite Forum, and this one is just a normal Favorite. I'd like to say I've driven one of these. I've driven the Felicia, which is the sort of successor model to this, which had more Volkswagen influence in it, but never driven one of these. This one is a bit easier to look inside. So all Skoda, including the 1289cc engine that dates back to 1964. Actually used in the Fabia, I think until 2003, which is crazy. R50 Mini. Is this even a coupe or is it actually a Mini 1? Oh, it's a Mini 1. Excellent. With the Tritec engine. Still highly specified though. It's got a leather interior and things, so clearly you could specify other things in a 1 than just having it as a base model, which is good. Vectra B. And that is actually a nice one. 2.5 V6. Very nice series. I've driven one of these quite regularly. Mr. Coleman, Rubbish Mechanic, used to actually own one of these, and I drove it several times. I borrowed it for a week. His was an automatic Arctic 2 Special Edition. This is just like a more normal one. Yes, very nice sounding engine actually. Loads of power. 97, 98 on an R. Predecessor model here, the Mark III Cavalier. This is an SRI. I think most of the SRIs were 2 litres. Relatively early this one, 1988 to 89 on an F. I think they were launched on an F actually. Doesn't say actually, but just says that. Next one, a Peugeot 309 GL, facelifted one. Probably the TU engine in this. Somebody's obviously coming with their Peugeot bikes on the roof as well, all the accessories that you need. Those look like GTI wheels off a 205 but been painted, or I could be wrong. And then a Skoda Felicia Estate, the successor model to the Favorite. This I've never seen before. This is a Lauren and Clement 1.6. I didn't think that they made these in Lauren and Clement. This would be the fanciest one of them all. They still have like electric windows and things like that. You know, they don't really have an awful lot of specification normally, but this has got alloy wheels. If I was going to have a Felicia, that would be the one for me, I think. And then we've got an N12 Nissan Cherry, not a Cherry Europe, which is the car you would have seen on the channel back in June. I should film that. This is what a normal N13 Cherry looks like. This is quite a high specification one, Dutch registered one. Facelifted one, but they think they finished production back in 1986. And then a Mark 1 Ford Orion. Isn't that superb? Yeah, 1.6 gear. I really like the Orions. I like the Orions more than I do the Escorts. Look at those individual rear lights to the Orion as opposed to the Escorts. Isn't that lovely? With fuel injection. Next row, Toyota Sierra. I think based on the Starlet or Corolla platform. I forget which one it is now. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that, viewers. I'd like not to sneeze on camera if I can avoid it. Yeah, I think the Starlet or Corolla platform these were based on. There were a few versions of this, never officially sold over here, but like the Nissan Figaro, tons and tons of them made their way over here, but into the personal imports. That's very nice. I don't know what you call these. Gullwing door? Is it Gullwing or Lamborghini door? I don't know. Not the sort of person to be able to answer that question, viewers. Next to an E34 BMW 5 Series, quite a late one, 1995, 1996 on N, just before the E39 came out. my mother had one of these, and I think it was this colour actually. It was a 520i SE Touring, also on an end plate 95. And yes, this is the car from Mr. Richardson's channel. He drove this in 2022. It's a 1.2 LS with, I think, some extras on it, this car. I'd actually driven, just before that, 1.2 E-Drive Merit from 1995. So we both released our Corsa B reviews about the same time, Mr. Richardson and I. 1999 Volkswagen Golf 1.4S, so just up from the base model. This is crazy. This car is 25 years old, and obviously that's its actual core years, and 69 to 99 this year, and yet that looks like it just is on the street somewhere. It just shows that maybe Golf's starting ahead of a time, or they last long, or whatever. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Citroen Xantia 2-litre LX, early one actually, 94-95, pre-facelift one. Suspension, of course, on the ground there. I think Hydractive 2 system by the time this car came out. Sorry, it's actually the first facelift one, because the Citroen badge is on the nose like that rather than the bonnet. Do apologise, viewers. 77-78 Ford Escort Mark II. Don't know what that started life as. It's something. 1.6 GL. It's a GL. It should have these square headlamps though. This is a pre-facelift. Yeah, pre-facelift. Okay. Ford Fiesta Mark 5 Z-Tech S, I think. Yeah. I was right actually for once about that. That's what it is. 2001 to 2002. My gosh, FSO Caro. So excited, viewers. I better actually get out of the way. We'll just get a shot of this FSO driving past, because when was the last time you saw an FSO Caro, particularly in the same shot as Steph, my driver classic there. Obviously her videos are much better than mine because her channel is more successful. But there we go, FSO Caro, or Polonaise Caro, 92, 93. And then a very nice P38. Sounds like a V8, I hope it is. Right, Mark 1 Focus. I'm surprised we've not seen any of these in the Shambolic shuffles yet, but obviously it was inevitable that we'd come across one. This one is like a 1.6 Z-Tech or something like that. 2002 facelift.
Unfortunately, my other son is not with me.
Let's have a look at massive Citroen CX. I think they called it a Safari in this country, or was it a Familial? I can't remember. This is a left-hand drive one though, so I don't know what they called it over whether this car is registered. Something. Oh, it's in Germany, okay. Two of CXs here today, two phase twos. Then a facelifted 1999 Peugeot 406 V6 Estate. That's nice, viewers. That's very, very nice. Full leather. This one's an automatic. Two 406 V6 cylinder driven, or manuals. That is still very, very nice indeed. Also very nice is this Tolbert Matra Morena. Left-hand drive. I think you could get right-hand drive once. This is an 82, originally registered in Belgium. I think we might have some Talbots coming up my channel soon, viewers. I have been inquiring about that, and maybe we'll have some soon. Whether we're at Morena, I don't know, but I have been asking about that. And then a very early Mark 1 Punto, not quite as early as the one that I filmed in 2022 on the channel, which now belongs to Mr. Richardson from Viewers Driving. It belongs to Mr. Bushby originally. Yeah, this looks like a higher specification one than the second one. I don't. Yes, it's an SX. Wonder what engine's in there. We've got these sort of sporting wheels there. And then an Audi 100. I think they call this a C2 from memory. 1980 to 1981. I can't. Sorry, when I'm in the middle of filming I don't have to stop, so that's why I'm not stopping. Yeah, very, very rare 1981 Audi 100 waiting complete restoration. I'm very, very rare. Yes, you are. You have to be quite somebody to not choose like a Granada or an ST1 or something like that in 1981 and to choose an Audi 100. E36 BMW 3 Series Coupe, 2004 to 5 R52 Mini Convertible. I always get those R numbers wrong, viewers, like I do with so many other things while I'm filming. I think this is just a standard Cooper as opposed to the Cooper S. Yeah, it's a standard Cooper. That is not an M3, it's a 323i. I think it's a facelift one. And then next row, the Mark 1 Renault Clio something edition, but I shall not say, the Oasis model. Oasis in the concourse, of course, as well. We've got a friend driving there. That wing is nicely covered up. Yep, it's the Phase 3 RL8 Oasis. Then a Nova, depending on the year, this will be either GT or GSI. My money's on GSI, but I could be wrong. Looks like we've got the later dash in here, or have we got the early dash? I don't know. 89 to 90. That Rover 75, I'm going to have to. Oh, yes, we've already seen what it is. Right, move on. Million mile Volvo 240 GL. Bi-fuel. Is it bi-fuel this? I suppose it is. It's similar to the one my mother had. She had an 89 240 GL estate. This is on a bit more mileage for 835,000 miles. Crazy. I've seen it before, I think, several times. Then an Innocenti Mini. This was sort of the Italian effort to replace the Mini Innocenti. It was at the time were owned by British Leyland. What actually happened was that the company was bought by De Tomaso, and the engines were later supplied by Daihatsu. And the car, I think, ran until 1993 from memory. This would be one from the 70s, though. I don't think they sold these in right-hand drive over here from memory. Then a pre-facelift Mark II Cavalier, 1981-1982, with lots and lots of beige vinyl action. Yeah, it's the original grille that they came with. Very early one, actually, 91-92. I think maybe someone's lowered that a little bit. Then one of its rivals back in the day, a Talbot Alpine. This one is a relatively late one, 1984-1985 on a B plate. That is pretty special, to be honest with you. That is rather nice. It's Alpine Series 2 LS. I tried one of those actually. And then a pre-facelift Volvo 960, 91-92. I prefer the post-facelift ones myself, but it's mainly just due to the look of them actually. There are some interior changes for the facelifted ones, but I mean you can't complain with that lovely, lovely straight six Volvo white block engine. Oh, there is a pre-facelift Xantia here, and it's a petrol one as well. You can hear the suspension ticking. Definitely talk about that one though, guys. Or can we? Bit tappety, that engine. Right. Now is this a Rialto or is it a? Or is this a Robin? I think that's a Rialto actually. 1987-88 Reliant Rialto 3x3. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Okay. Parked here as well with some Bondbug friends. Both 72-73 models, both for 700 ES. I've seen very few Bondbugs that weren't the 700 ES, actually. Engine is just in the front there under the little hatch thing. Get a better look at the interior there. And then a K11 here, very early K11, 1.3 Super. It's one of the top of the range models. There was also an SLX, but the Super S was the top of the range for the 3-door micros. So very rough. It came out late 92, early 93. 1993, 1994. Rover 200 R8. This is the 216 GSI model with the round the corner indicators at the front and the lack of grille. It's very easy to date that. It's between 92, 93 and 94 only. Mark 1 Ford Cortina. That's actually a pre-facelift Cortina, so it's before the autumn of 1964. So 62 to 64 Cortina Mark 1 Deluxe. There we go, console Cortina 1964. I was actually right. Look at that interior, deluxe dashboard that you got as well. Isn't that that's superb? Then we've got another car from elsewhere. This is a Alfa Romeo 156. I think the only V6 you got in these, apart from the Alto Delta ones, was the 2.5. So it's probably a 2.5 V6. 98 judging by registration. Yes, a very nice kind of biscuit coloured interior. That is good. Yeah, I'm right, but it was a 2.5 V6. I surprised myself sometimes. Another Italian car registered in Republic of Ireland, also from 1998. Fiat Marea, 2 litre 20 valve. That means we've got the 5-cylinder engine in here, or have we got a 6-cylinder? Now that's very confusing. Yeah, it is a 6-cylinder. That's got presumably the same engine in it as that Alfa has. I suppose you could swap them over, presumably the platform's similar or something. There we go. Again, from Republic of Ireland, we've got this 1988 Saab 900. Probably like a GL or something, similar to the 900 GL saloon that I drove, I think it was last year, which was 83. This is a bit later, so it's called 900i, but the same basic idea. XR2 wheels on this 86-87 Fiesta Mark II. Got the posh dashboard in that one. There's also a sort of poverty dash, but that's a posh dash. A little bit earlier is this 1976-77 Fiesta S. I don't know where this is from originally, but obviously it's been imported at some stage. It's quite an early Fiesta actually. They only came out in this country in 1977, about the time of the R plate, so very early, so first year of production. Then we've got a Citroen Saxo, Fiesta Saxo 2001 to 2. Some kind of TU engine, always an information sheet. Does it actually say what model it is? No, it doesn't. That's been in the family for a long time. They don't drive the best these, but obviously it's all about the memories, isn't it? Than anything else. 940 turbo. Does this mean it's got a? Oh no, it's a red block turbo. Oh, viewers, now that's exciting, isn't it? Red block turbo. Yes, a 97, 98, one of the last, with sort of earlier lights and grille and things. The Lambda Sons logo would have long been gone by 1997, 98. Peugeot 305. This must be the only one here. Wow, quite a late one. I think they finished in 1988, these cars. Is this a petrol one? It looks like it. Excellent. Is it a GR? That's very good. That's one of my favourite things so far, because that's how rare they are. Escort Mark IV, very early one, 1986 only. Actually, that one. Could do with a new wing, I imagine. I'm not sure that's going for the MOT like that, but there we go. Another really early 205. See, these are a lot more interesting actually, these earlier 205s. Just because they're rarer. The later ones are fine, it's just everything's different. The indicator stalks, the dash are completely different. Basic portions of design of the car are the same, but there we go. So GR. Mr. Harwood from Rover Joe channel is around here somewhere. This is his Rover 25 Advantage, which he has done some work on. I think it's a 1.4, this one. From memory, it's like a 2001, 2002, I can't remember now. Don't know where he is. Obviously, if he were here, he'd tell me, but can't see him at the moment. And move on to more Peugeot action with this 106 Independence. I think this will have a 1.1 or 1.4 TU engine in it. From sort of 2000. Bits of higher spec than a lot of them were. Yeah, it's definitely a petrol. Brilliant, we like that very much. Right, to make sure we don't run over views. No, there's nobody coming. Okay, right. Seat Terror, I think they are. Is it Seat Inca? Oh, I can't remember now. It's based on the Marbella, which of course is based on the Mark 1 Panda. 1990, 1991 on an H. Yeah, there we go. By Danbury Motor Caravans. Right, skip that BMW and on to the base model, Vauxhall Carlton. This is a facelifted Carlton Mark II, 1990 to 1991 with the base engine of 1.8. You know, this is Festival Exceptional Gold, literally. It's the sort of thing that, you know, you probably want the GSI 3000 or something like that, but no, that's a 1.8. Then a Renault 4, I think they call it the Fourgonette, they're called, 1985-86. This must be rare over here. This has got to be as rare can be, actually, this. I don't think I've seen one of these since the NEC Classic Car Show, like 21 or 22. It's been a while. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, Renault 4 F6. We've got to skip the LDV Pilot and then move on to another 106 next to the 205. Fantastic. Also from the year 2000. Don't know what engine's in there. Hopefully it's a petrol one. I have checked in this 205 is a petrol one. Syntax paint. Very funny. Yeah, been to Rustival. 93, 94. This is from the same sort of era, but I do prefer this N14 Sunny. I'm a big fan of N14 Sunnies. 1994 Sunny Special Inspirations, a 1.4 GA14 engine, GA14, GA16 engines, fantastic, really nice free revving engines. Very sort of free revving, fantastic. Lovely car to drive, actually. Not the most exciting to look at, but very nice to drive. Mark IV Fiesta here with some tapes. We like tapes, viewers. Look at that, now 37, and some Enya as well, 2 Enyas. Someone's very fond of those. What have we got here? 1997. What specification is this one? Does it actually say it's a Fiesta 1.3? Does it even say the specification? Oh, it's an Encore. Yeah, okay. Just looked on that. Yeah, 1.3 Endura E engine. The absolute base of the base. Another BX, another petrol one. Very good. 87, 88 on an E. I have driven a BX a long time ago, but we can't talk about it here, so we will not talk about it. Volvo 850 facelift. Let's have a look at the rev counter in here. Yeah, it's a petrol, excellent petrol manual. Probably like the 2.5 white blocks in there, probably. Although, who knows really. BMW E46 Touring. These are actually really nice cars to drive. Just check if it's the engine we could talk about. Yep, that is good. BMW Car Club Devon region 330i. Lovely, sort of thing we like. Well, we also like a nice V6 Rover 75. Very, very nice. 1990, 2000 on the V. Cowley built car. Superb, actually. I prefer beige leather interior, but you know, we won't be too fussy. We've got the, I think probably like a Purcell line interior on that one. And we've got customised Beetle, because all Beetles do seem to be customised. 1970 Ford 75 on an N. Interesting colour on that. 1303 model. Can't talk about that, so we're going to talk about this Honda Accord instead. This is the, I think, American-built estate version. At the time, the model that you would have seen in this country normally would have been the Saloon. I can't remember the model code now, but it was one based on a Rover 600, or the 600 was based on the Accord. What's that? 2.2 ES, 95-96. Let's not get run over view, so let's go on to the next bit. I think this is one of the most famous cars we actually got at the event. So this Proton here, owned by Steph from iDriver Classic. 93-94 on an L, so 1.5 GL MPI Saloon. 1989 to 1990 Russell Nova 1.2 Pride. So late first facelift one, second facelift was in 1990. Nissan Micra K10 1986-87 on a D. Then Fiesta Flight. It's very similar to the one that I filmed. It's not the same one though. It's similar to the one that I filmed, I think in 2022 I filmed it for No Budget Reviews. Basically a bit like a Gear, but a special edition. Facelifted Mark 1 Punto. It's the 85 model. Had the, I think it's a 1.2 engine actually in there. 1.2 SX, 97, 98, 99 to 2000. Vauxhall Corsa 1.2. Funny badge there, some sort of special edition. Quite late for one of those. Toyota Carina 2. I have driven one of these actually. It wasn't an estate. It was a 1.6 XL hatch from 1991. These actually are really nice cars to drive. They feel a lot more modern than something like, I don't know, a Montego or a Sierra. Not that Montegos aren't bad, aren't good because they're not that great, but those would be even better. 87, 88. That Maestro van, I'm not sure we can talk about. Ooh, I just had Sylvia. I think this is an S13. We didn't actually get these in this country. We got the 200 SX instead, which is very similar to this. In fact, you can put a Sylvia front end onto a 200 SX if you really want to, any other way around. Still 80s or whatever they call them. 2002 Vauxhall Omega. Hopefully that's a petrol viewers. I haven't had a look yet. It'd be better if it was, than my own sanity. Yes, 2.6 V6, fantastic, CD model. Pre-facelift Citroen AX GT, 1.4 TU engine in this, 91, 92. Do we get electric windows in one of these? I think we do. That looks, that's pretty good actually. Person who owns this pre-facelift Volvo 144 is also in the Volvo Owners Club, which is good. We like being in the Owners Club, viewers. Which is a fun club to be part of. But it's the deluxe version, automatic, 70 to 71. Little moose friend at the back. Rover Streetwise. Now, I think someone's had fun with this body kit. I'm just trying to work out if this is actually an original specification one or not. It might be. I've never seen one painted silver before like this, but there we go. There is actually a petrol one. I did check. 2004. 2000 Vauxhall Tigra. Now, this is something that we very much like. I very much enjoy seeing things like this. Again, it's a very late Tigra A in 2000. 1994, 1995 Jaguar XJ6 Sport, complete with a beige leather interior. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers, and that one's also got wood, so that makes it even better. Suzuki Wagon R. This will be, I think, a facelift one. So I think the facelift was like 2003 or 2004. The VXR, it's not VXR, unfortunately not. Toyota Previa, the Soler SE model, 1996, 1997 on a P. That might be anyone here actually. Citroen ZX 1.4 Elation, facelifted one. I've never actually driven a ZX. I've driven a Zara, which is very similar, but not a ZX. That looks like fun. And then a 205 Inca Special Edition. I hope this is a petrol, viewers. I hope so. No way of knowing really. 94, 95. And then a Fiat Tipo S. I still have yet to drive a Tipo. I've driven a Tempra. That was good. I'd also like to try a Tipo at some stage. That would be good. Not that there are many left. I mean, there really aren't at all. It's 1.4 model. A Metro Tahiti 1.1. Wow. 1994. Is that really for sale? There's no phone number on there, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
TT Blue, yes, literally TT Blue. Mark 1 Twingo, another one of these. How many of that is that we've seen? How many left? Yeah, most of them that are left are here. And not sold in the UK, indeed, not sold in the UK. From 2000, Phase 2 I think they call them. And then a whole load of Mark 1 Focuses. Check the rev counter, yes, say probably 1.6 LX. So 2001 Mark 1 Focus. We're going to have to have to check as well on this one because last time they were here, a lot of these were forbidden fuel, weren't they? I can't read that. It's alright. Probably again, I usually fix in tinkering, yeah. 1.6 finesse, 2001. If I would use a window open, it's a bit easier for me because I can actually read the rev counter a distance. So, doing okay. Probably another 1.6 LX. 2005 was the very, very last ones then for the Mark ones. See what this one is. Oh, that's another petrol one. It doesn't even say what it is. Yeah. That's from the year 2000, but all I know. Right, I think that's it for now, viewers. Thank you for watching part 4. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again in part 5 for some more incorrect information.